This big, bright tablet can change the way you use the internet. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here with a really thin device. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE, a 10.9-inch Android tablet. And as you can see, it has a big, bright, beautiful screen. Comes with Samsung's S Pen, so you can use this to manage the system or to do drawing or to take notes, although my handwriting at this point, not really particularly compatible with the way this works, but it's another story. But really, really a nice device. And FE, if you're not familiar with that FE designation, that means it's a fan edition. So it is more or less the same as the higher end S10, but they've sort of saved a little bit of money on some of the components, so it's not as expensive as the Tab S10, but it's also not as capable as the Tab S10. Now, a lot of people get confused about that, so we'll come back to it. Let me give you some specs, and then we're going to switch onto the screen, and I'll give you a demo of some of the apps so you'll see how it works with Netflix and with drawing and with all sorts of cool stuff. But to start, it is a 10.9-inch display at 2304 by 1440 pixels, giving it a 16:10 aspect ratio and a 90 hertz frequency response. So it's a really fast refresh, which is really nice. It is LCD, not OLED, so it's not the world's greatest screen or display technology, but honestly, does that look like you're suffering here? It is a full, vibrant, colorful display, and of course I can do things. It's a little cranky because I'm doing it upside down, but it's very responsive to things. And, you know, the screen is really super vibrant, has 128 gig of storage. It's powered by the Exynos 1580 CPU at 2.9 gigahertz, IP68 water resistant, which is great. So if you're using this and you spill a cup of coffee on it, you didn't kill it. You just need to clean that, which is easily doable. It is S Pen compatible, and it has a handwriting assistant. And the S Pen, if you haven't used it, is like this sort of weird pencil-y device. There's nothing you need to charge or anything, and there's even a button on the side, so you can actually use it as a user interface device here, which is really pretty fun. One handy thing is that it also snaps onto the bottom with a magnet, though I tend to find that if I do that, I then promptly do this, and then it falls off anyway. So the cameras, there's a front-facing and on the back a rear-facing camera. The rear-facing camera is a 13 megapixel at f2.0, so that's pretty good. And then the front-facing camera, which would be good for things, it's up here. That'd be good for things like if you're on a Zoom call or a Google Meet or something like that. That is a 12 megapixel f2.4, so it's slightly slower, but still, they're both really clean, high resolution. Both of them will let you record 4K videos at 30 frames a second. Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and battery life, always important, up to 20 hours. And I want to point out that depending on what your expectations are, you might find this to be either thin or thick. Certainly for a tablet, it is a square edge to it. So a lot of the Apple tablets seem to be a little rounded on the edges, so they seem thinner. This one, not so much. Let me give you a quick tour of the ports, and then we'll get into that demo. On the bottom, there are those 3 dots to interface with a cover with a built-in keyboard. On the left side, there's a spot for a SIM and a slot for one of the speakers. On the top are the usual Android power and volume up-down button. On the right-hand side is the other cutout for this other speaker and a USB-C for charging and data transfer. And then on the back, you can see really there's not much there other than the camera. It's a pretty straightforward device, and it is Samsung AI ready. It works with like Circle to Search and all of those sort of things. But enough of me talking about it. Let's jump into a demo. So I did a screen recording. Let's check that out. All right, here we are, and you can see my home screen. And, you know, as usual, you can swipe up to see all of your apps. And let's just jump right into Netflix. And This will also give us audio, but I have various profiles. And let's see, we can try Prodigal Son.
Bang.
And
do you always associate intercourse with
partway
violence?
into this, but
Bro, right now you're the only thing I'm associating.
Pause. And certainly it's really easy to look through. And did you know that Netflix actually had a bunch of games that you could play too? Go figure, right? So all these different shows, and you can see what I've been watching recently. So Netflix, it works. And if we go back, let's try something else. Let's try going to Hogwarts Mystery, just sort of to demonstrate a game. We'll see how this looks. And we're back to the game. So here we are with the animations, and I guess we can go this way. Or we can just move around and look at things. But as you can see, the graphics are pretty darn nice, actually. And the speed of updates and everything. And of course, the sound and everything. There's lots to like here. So, another quick demo there, and let's go back. I actually don't know how to play that game, so I admit I'm probably not the best to demonstrate it. But let's go into Samsung apps, and let's go into Pen Up. And this is where it gets fun, because this is where I can do some sketching. All right, so now I can pick a color by tapping on the left, and I'm using my S Pen now. So let's pick this color, and we can use various ways to pick the color we want. Go back to the color wheel, select color, and then on the left you can see there's various controls here. So I can change the size of the tip on my pen. So let's see what this does now. So now it's going to take a little bit of patience to do some true artwork, but it is definitely pretty fun to be able to do this on your little tablet, and it certainly will entertain children, and possibly adults, I suppose. I shouldn't just say children. And I think we can fill in colors. Let's see, we can go here. The problem with filling in colors is that I didn't close my lines. So I think if I do that, let's see. Yeah, it gets weird. But let's try picking green again. Okay, let's try that. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be winning any art competitions soon. But as you can see, it is definitely pretty fun to be able to play with this. So we'll give that a plus and go back. And what else can I show you as a demo? We can go to Google TV. And in Google TV, I don't want notifications. We can just pick something that we might want to watch. I have a feeling what will happen is we'll start with ads. So let's see, maybe we can get a trailer for Wicked for Good. Right, so I can rent the 4K version, which is probably not necessary for this screen, but it would look gorgeous. But even here, without the sort of the pre-trailer, this looks really clean. And if we choose the trailer, I'm not going to be able to show you much of this, but let's just move forward a bunch. And this is eminently watchable, and I can get rid of all this other stuff. But I definitely do not have the rights to share that with you. So there's all of that. And so let's see, any other last second demos? I guess we can go into settings. Settings is usually interesting. And then in settings, you can see all the different options. And if we can go to wallpapers, for example, I can change wallpapers. I can change the color palette. That reminds me, let's go into the photo gallery and look at pictures. And so here's a picture of my younger daughter from a couple of years ago. And you can see what I want you to notice here is the speed of which everything happens. And it really is. There's no issues with speed or delay or anything. And as I switch between apps and go between screens and bring up the list of all of the apps and everything's really pretty lightning fast. And the display resolution is lovely. Now, let me jump back on camera and talk a little more about what we're seeing and my impressions of this tablet. I think this is a beautiful tablet. I know people have some issues, but I think a lot of those issues go back to that fan edition. So there's an A10, which is the budget tablet, and then there's the S10, which is their high-end tablet with premium components, and then this is the FE that fits somewhere in the middle. So it's in the middle price-wise, but it's also in the middle technology-wise. So people say, oh, it doesn't have NFC. I've never actually used NFC other than for maybe on-site payments, and that's where I use my phone. I'm not going to use a tablet for that. They say the USB-C port is slow. In my interaction, I had no issues whatsoever with that. You know, could the CPU be faster? Yeah, of course it could. But that's literally true of every single device in the industry, is that you could always get a newer, faster CPU or a little more memory to get better performance out of it. So it's always those price trade-offs. So there's really so much to like here. And I'll just show you, even the weather app. This is just bold and bright, and it's just a visually exciting device. And I really like it. It takes a little getting used to the Android on tablet interface if you're used to something like an Apple iPad, but it's entirely doable. Now, this is also a 5G edition, but I'm not demonstrating the cellular connectivity because I don't have any in my studio, but you can get 5G for this with AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, or US Cellular. So if there's no Wi-Fi signal, you could still be online. That's pretty much everything I have for you. Dimensions, it is 10 inches by 6.5 inches by 1/4 inch thick, and it's 1.1 pounds, so it's really easy to hold on to it with one hand, and it's a really comfortable device to work with. I'll tell you, I have a case on order, and I just went to Amazon, and for under $20, I'm getting a really nice case that's going to keep this absolutely protected. And for a few dollars more, I could have gotten an external keyboard if I wanted to do that too. I don't really care about that. So really, that's everything. S Pen's included, and there's also includes a charging cable, of course, because you need to be able to power it up. But that's really everything I got. We do need to talk about the price. Before we get there, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications, give me a thumbs up if you found this of value, and of course, I certainly hope that you did. All right, this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE 10.9-inch Android tablet. And let's go back to the home screen here. Here we go. So this is still the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE, and it is $599.99, currently discounted down to $534.33 at Amazon.com. For just a smidge over $500, this is a beautiful tablet. It's powerful, it's fast, it's bright. It will change the way you use the internet. That's what I got. I'm going to go back to that Netflix show, so I'll have to catch you in my next video.